brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning AFC champs and the Chargers, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap. It's going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the LA Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback who gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round one, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
Whatever it takes, I'll get it. Get in the end zone for us. Here we go, son.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Well, that's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Here's Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Back to throw. Fields. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Steelers' 8-yard line.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Harris running straight ahead. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Rolling to his right. That's caught inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to it.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Darius Davis from 17 yards out. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Pickett. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They hand this off to Harris. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Pickett back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows in terms of football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Pickett completes this one outright quickly. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Here's Fields.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Fields
firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter from Southern California. The Chargers in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now it's Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. Fields now to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down?
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Patterson's kick is good. And that will knock us up at 10. They had it first and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. That is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Pickett. He's got a full head of steam. Down to the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Fields. That time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
1st down, here's Mitchell. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
As always, no rooting interest here. But that was pretty, wasn't it, to see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Micah Parsons, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Off play action, Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Chargers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. We got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First and 10, here's Pickett. Completes this one to Pickens. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, 68 yards. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Point after try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to a look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
That's good for 28 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run again with Harris. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
And the Steelers first down.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Stays pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Play action. It's Fields. They'll roll him out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs, 28 yards. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point by Peterson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kick unit out here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense on balance.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point. Third down and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. A pick up of 5 that time and a first down.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Now here's another carry for Harris. Shoves him aside. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Pittsburgh.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, 34 yards. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start. There he goes, right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, it's Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Fields. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
On the 36-yard line, a 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
From the gun, here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. On first and 10, here's Gibbs. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talked about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on down's the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
A loss of 5 yards.
Now Pickett on 4th down. And caught by Cruz. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Pickett to throw on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They'll throw again with Pickett. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Wide open receiver, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 1st down, Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. To throw is Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. Again, Fields finds Gibbs on a check down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Fields now to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Fields. Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Off play action, Fields. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. That is caught. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Delay of game, Austin.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 3rd down.
Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. Here's one deep for Pickens. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this